to show you how to do a perfect squat. So when we are talking about squat, actually we think that it is just for your glutes and your quads and just lower body, which is not true. It is an exercise that involves your entire body, and we need to understand how to engage our entire body when we are squatting. So let's start from our legs. I will explain you bottom to top. Okay. First thing first. So when we are standing for squats, you can take hip width distance, okay, or hip width stance. But the stance of every person is different, okay. So it can be hip width, little out, or for some narrow is also fine. Whichever is the most comfortable way for you to sit down and come up, you get into that stance, okay. Then we have to plant our legs. What planting means, you have to grip the floor. Even if you are wearing shoes, you have to take a grip of the floor or the shoe. Okay, that will help you stabilize your body. I told you yesterday itself, our feet are the base of our body. So we need to have a very stable base, only then we can perform any exercise properly. Okay, so I am going to plant my legs. When I am planting, I am gripping the floor and I am making sure there is an arch in my foot. Okay. Secondly, how to keep our toes. So toes will be in line with knee, in line with hip. This I keep talking about. But for some, if you want little bit balance, then instead of just pointing your toes straight forward, which is the perfect form, you can go maybe just 10° out like this. But don't go here, okay? I'm just slightly going out for the balance. That's it. Okay? Next thing. Next important thing is again engaging our core. So I'm not just going to stand, and I'm not going to stand like I'm talking to you or I'm chit-chatting. I'm going to first pull my navel towards the spine and hold that contraction. Sometimes people who are new to this, they feel once they contract, they cannot breathe properly. So I will discuss that part in either tomorrow's or day after tomorrow's session. So stay tuned. Okay, so pull your belly button towards the spine. Hold your abs tight. That is how you protect your lower back. If you are doing this, if your core is strong, you don't need any external belt to keep your spine protected. We already have a mechanism to keep our spine protected. Please learn how to engage your core. Okay. Secondly, I am going to always put my shoulder blades in back pockets. You know trousers have back pockets. Your shoulder blade should always be down and in. Okay. So, no shrugging, no rounding your back. Fine. What? The last thing is your head. Where will your head be? Will it be here? No. It will be tucked in. Your chin will be sliding back and hold your head in center of your body. Okay? So basically, this is called active plank. So we do plank on the floor, where I told you it involves your entire body. Same way, when you are standing for any exercise, you should be in active plank, meaning your entire body should be engaged. Okay. Now let me show what squat really means. When I teach you, you will be like, this was too easy. Okay. So I am in hip width stance. This stance works for me. My toes are pointing straight forward, in line with my knee, in line with my hip. Let me plant my legs. My core is engaged, shoulder blades are in back pockets, chin is tucked in. Okay? From here you can keep your hands forward. That shifts the center of gravity forward and gives you a little bit more balance. If you are already stable, you can just fold your hands here and there. Anything that you want. Now keeping your core tight, just sit down as if you are sitting on a chair. Once you are below your knee level, once your hips are below your knee level, you can start squeezing your glutes and come up. Observe once more. Abs are tight. Legs are tightly planted. If you have more range, you can go all the way down. Then squeeze your hips and lift yourself up. Okay. So why I'm always saying that start with your hips? Because any sitting movement or squatting movement should be initiated by your hips. We call it hip hinge. Lot of times, because of long sitting, hips are so weak that they are not working. So they give their work to some other muscles, and then people end up squatting like this, taking their knees first. This puts a lot of load on your knees, and the exercise that you are doing to strengthen your legs will end up giving you a lot of knee pain or even more injuries. So always remember, form is everything. So for people who are practicing squats for the first time, or rather I would say every one of you who already has been squatting but has learned a very wrong form. So what do I mean by wrong form? One I already showed you. So whatever I'm telling you right now, all these ways of squatting are wrong, okay? Don't do these. So first wrong way of doing squats is starting your squat with your knees. Okay, this is completely wrong, can harm your and damage your knees like anything. Second thing that people do, so when we say, because they hear people saying that start a squat with your hips, okay? But what you have to also remember is when you are pushing your hips back, you have to keep your abs tight. If you don't do that, see what happens. I'm going to do without keeping my abs engaged, okay? And now I'm going to push my hips. You see what happened to my lower back? I'm arching my lower back. This is again a very wrong way of doing squats, okay? Third thing that people do, for example, if your range is here, your muscles have only mobility to take you here, people try to do little extra. So people, because everyone says this is, I also told you yesterday, right? Going all the way down is a real squat. So people want to do that, and that's why till this point they have enough core control. But they want to do extra, so they go here. Okay? So either they end up bending their back forward like this, or they end up pushing their hips out and bending their lower back. So most important thing to remember from this session is, please respect your body. Please respect your limitations. So whatever range you currently have, stick to that range, and then you can work on improving it by, I already showed you one stretch yesterday, stretching your calves. If you stretch your calves and make sure there is enough mobility in your knee, hip, then automatically your squat depth will increase. But right now, if you have some limitation, please respect it. Okay? So for people who are learning this for the first time, or people who have a wrong form, easiest way to understand squat is nothing but sitting on a chair. Okay? So take the chair, stand close to it, same in active plank, and just sit on the chair. Okay? Why people don't do it? Because going down like this with control is little bit difficult for some people. Because you have to decelerate against gravity, and they end up falling from here. That's why they don't want to do it. But that's why I'm asking you to take chair. So even if you, after this point, if you fall, nothing much will happen. You will still be on a chair. Okay? So practice sitting on a chair and getting up. Squeeze your glutes and get up. Once you do these for 3 to 4 sessions, next you can try doing is, instead of sitting on a chair, just touch the chair and come up. Okay? So touch and come up. Touch and come up. This way, you have to control your body weight when you are going down, and you just come up from that position. Okay? Once you can do chair squats very properly, Next thing, to increase depth, what you can try is going close to the wall. Make sure your back is in contact with the wall. Legs slightly forward. Depending upon how tall you are, your position will be slightly different. So place your legs such a way that your lower back is in contact with the wall. Keep your abs tight and try dropping down. Okay. Hold this position for 5 seconds. If this is fine and comfortable, you can try dropping a little bit more. For many people, holding this position for like 5-10 seconds will be painful. Painful in the sense you will start feeling a lot of burn in your legs. So that is okay. You can come up and practice going and holding a little bit more every day. If you keep on doing this, so today I'll hold for 5 seconds. Tomorrow I will try to hold this for 10 seconds. Then I will try going down and hold for 5 seconds. And as I feel more and more confident, not just confident, as you increase your strength, you will be able to hold even the lower position comfortably. Okay? And last thing I yesterday told you, at least once a day, try sitting in a full squat position. Okay? So you can sit here. I told you I drink tea. Like I always, whenever I am drinking tea, I sit like this, like a worker or a farmer. Okay, when we are on a topic of worker and farmers, these are the people who are very, very fit. So instead of idolizing bodybuilders, actors, please look at these people and try to be more like them, or try to do things that they are doing. Okay, we will talk about this in lot of details next week. But till that time, I already told you whom to idolize. Please idolize the workers, please idolize the farmers. Okay? Any doubts in this? If you have any other doubts regarding squats, please put them in comments. I think I have covered almost everything. If I missed something, please write it in comments.